Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different in this video. We're not pitting iOS versus Android. We're pitting AT&T versus Verizon. Now on AT&T's side, you have the Motorola Atrix 4G, which is HSPA+, and the iPhone 4S, which is not advertised as 4G, but it also runs on HSPA+, what AT&T calls its 4G network. And on the other side, you have the Motorola XOOM, which runs on Verizon's LTE 4G network. And we're going to do a speed test on these devices and see who wins, whose 4G is faster. So typically what I do when I run a speed test, I do 3 speed tests and then get an average. So that's what I'm going to do here. So in my first matchup, we're going to pit the Motorola Atrix on AT&T versus the Motorola XOOM on Verizon. So let's get to it. Okay, I have Wi-Fi turned off on both of these devices, and we're only using the wireless. Obviously AT&T here and Verizon over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 tests, and then we're going to take the average. So let's start the first one right now. Verizon is completed first. And the AT&T finished. And Verizon speeds are much faster in both the download and the upload. The AT&T speeds are 3,064 kilobits per second on the download and 1,088 kilobits per second on the upload. The Verizon network's 4G is 17,856 kilobits per second on the download and 7,839 kilobits per second on the upload. So the download speeds over here on the Verizon network on LTE in this test here are over 5 times faster on the download and over 7 times faster on the upload. But like I said, we do 3 tests here, so we're going to restart the test, and we're going to do it right now. Okay, again, Verizon's LTE is much faster than AT&T's HSPA+, which is billed as 4G. You have a download speed over here of 3,026 kilobits per second and an upload speed of 985 kilobits per second. Over here on the Motorola XOOM, you have 16,553 kilobits per second on the download and 7,875 kilobits per second on the upload. So again, in this test, you have the speeds on the Verizon LTE network. The download speeds are over 5 times faster, and the upload speeds are about 8 times faster. So let's do the final test here, and then we can get our average. Okay, in our final test here, we had a download speed on AT&T of 2,961 kilobits per second and 1,007 kilobits per second on the upload. Over here on Verizon, you have 16,152 kilobits per second on the download and 7,605 kilobits per second on the upload. So again, the download speeds over here are about 5 times faster, and the upload speeds are over 7 times faster. Well, it looks like Verizon wins this round very conclusively. Bring in the next challenger, Apple iPhone 4S. Now again, I have both devices only running on wireless. The Wi-Fi is turned off on both of them, and we're going to begin the test right now. All right, the iPhone 4S finally finished. And the iPhone app, the speed test app over here, it shows you the results in megabits per second. And on the Android app over here, it shows you results in kilobits per second. So I'm just going to read it off as if both of them were in kilobits per second. So of course, Verizon wins again here. And it has a download speed of 16,885 kilobits per second and an upload speed of 7,574 kilobits per second. On the Apple iPhone 4S over here, you have a download speed of 1,620 kilobits per second and an upload speed of 1,040 kilobits per second. So the download speed is about 10 times faster over here on Verizon's network, and the upload speed is over 7 times faster. As always, we do the test 3 times, so let's do test number 2. Okay, test number 2, Verizon wins again. You have 21,604 kilobits per second on the download and 7,176 kilobits per second on the upload. Over here on the Apple iPhone 4S, you have 1,100 kilobits per second on the download and 1,020 kilobits per second on the upload. So again, you have about 20 times, actually 21 times faster here on the download, and you have about 7 times as much on the upload. Let's do the third and final test on both devices here. Okay, on the third and final test, Verizon's network slowed down a little bit, but it still is head and shoulders the winner in this comparison here. The download speed in this comparison was 12,339 kilobits per second, and the upload speed was 6,204 kilobits per second. Over here on the iPhone 4S, the download speed was 1,280 kilobits per second, and the upload speed was 950 kilobits per second. So the upload speed was about 6 times faster, about 6.5 times faster here with Verizon, and about 10 times faster here on the download speed. So it's very conclusive that Verizon's LTE 4G network in my house here is incredibly fast and is much faster than AT&T's HSPA Plus 4G currently rolled out. Now AT&T does have plans for LTE to be rolled out, and in fact they have rolled it out in a couple of cities in the United States here. But as of the filming of this video, it's in very limited areas and it's not in my area yet. So in closing, this is really a wow moment for me. I'm very impressed with LTE and 4G. As I've said before in previous videos, I know you know that 4G is faster than 3G. But by how much, I never really quite knew until I had LTE on the Motorola XOOM here. Very impressive. You get speeds that you would get on your home wireless network through a cable internet provider. So it's very impressive, and it makes me think twice about switching to Verizon because the speeds are just so incredible. I'm in the middle currently of my AT&T contract, but I'm very seriously considering switching over to Verizon and LTE just for the speeds. You know, just to be able to surf the internet on my phone at high speeds is something that's very attractive to me and might be worth the early termination fee on my AT&T contract. But that pretty much does it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.